Today we will be critically examining our favorite TV shows that portray crime and social order. We believe Orange is the New Black, Your Honor, Law and Order, Breaking Bad, and Vampire Diaries have portrayed the justice system in a dramatic way, impacting viewers and their ideas of criminal justice.
Content and legal biases shown in these films ultimately lead to false representations of our justice system. We know the system has its flaws, however, how much of these flaws are actually portrayed on TV?
Come on. Here we have Orange is the New Black. In this show, viewers form emotional connections to the main characters. This show portrays the unfairness of the justice system, emphasizing the suffering of inmates and the severe consequences paid from untrained male guards who abuse their power in an all-female prison. As we can see from the clip, a newly trained officer used brutal force on an inmate, resulting in her death.
How does the accused plead?
Guilty.
This series shows a judge's bias towards his son when he kills a fellow teenager in a hit-and-run car collision. At first, Judge Michael Desiato advised Adam, his son, to turn himself in to take responsibility. However, this soon changed when he realized the victim's father was a powerful crime organizer.
This is a great example of hypocrisy and unfairness. Furthermore, an innocent African-American teenager was terrorized by the victim's family to plead guilty. He was later murdered by the victim's family in prison.
Woman, you were forced to climb a skyscraper?
I didn't force her to do anything. She wanted to do it.
This TV series, Law and Order, depicts real-life serious crime scenes including rape, assault, and murder that are dramatized for entertainment. In this scene, attorneys Price and Maroon convince the defense to plead guilty. The way they do so is aggressive, which is unprofessional.
This popular show, Breaking Bad, depicts a high school chemistry teacher, Breaking Bad, when he starts to manufacture illegal methamphetamine. His morals conflicted when he had to murder people who interfered or became a witness to his drug crimes. He was desperate to make money, to satisfy his debts, and provide for his family.
Town is bait. It's too dangerous.
Lastly, on our show list, Vampire Diaries portrays vampires in their daily lives committing crimes like murder, breaking and entering, theft, and as well as portrayal of the police. This scene depicts Councilmember John Gilbert physically assaulting Sheriff Forbes after Forbes disagrees with his plan to use the town as bait for catching vampires. In the show, this incident is brushed off and John Gilbert is not arrested for the assault and is able to leave town unscathed, which is unrealistic.
The shows we have mentioned are exaggerated, showing the emotional side of law rather than justice. Overall, these scenes show the law as a negative, restrictive enforcer, rather than a positive addition to society, keeping our environment crime safe.
The show Your Honor does present the biased and conflicting feelings judges often face when examining a familial case. However, it is unrealistic that the falsely convicted inmates' families get murdered. This is barbaric and would not happen under our justice system. This scene does not capture justice, but rather revenge.
Inaccurate portrayals lead viewers to see our justice system and authorities negatively. According to demographics observed in 2024, about 41% of adults in the U.S. watch crime shows and related content. Not many shows actually portray true crime, which further allows us to understand why we have bias and stereotypes under social order. The correct way to portray the justice system would be to include the long, realistic court and legal proceedings that have to happen for prosecution. Understandably, the shows are very quick to look over cases and the jurisdiction. Orange is the New Black, for example, shows the underfunding of prisons from the inmate's perspective, focusing on gender roles, excluding higher authorities and their decision-making for the prison.
Additionally, another example could be from Law and Order. While it is lawful for both parties to meet to resolve minor issues, the correct representation of how an attorney should behave would be in a civil manner. No harassment to the opposing party that was portrayed in the scene when attorney Nolan Price threatened to sentence the defendant to life.
Although our justice system has its flaws, the policies we have in place in our county, state, and federal system should be respected and valued. Without regulations, there would be an uproar of criminal activity. The media we see should analyze how low and high court systems operate.
Perhaps this would change their negative perception in criminal justice and emphasize the importance of maintaining and regulating our social order. If these shows portrayed just punishments with reasoning behind them and accurate and authentic terminology in court, the justice system would not be perceived as one-sided against the accused.
And that concludes our take on our 5 favorite shows perceiving crime and their social influence on viewers. Thanks for watching!